You know at some level that Russia is a big country. After all, it takes 6 days in a train to go from one side to the other. But you have to go there to really understand how big it is, and how that idea of size is such a part of the way Russians think about themselves. Getting anywhere in Russia takes a long time, because it's usually a long way. You meet people from Siberia, from Tomsk, from Baikal, places you've heard of, but the only thing you know about them is that they're far away. And the sound of Russia, it's not the balalaika or Tchaikovsky, or the simple travel phrasebook words you get to know, like spasiba, pожалуйста, добрый день, and до свидания, or the sounds of east and west mixed up in their songs. No, the sound of Russia is the crunching sound of studded winter tires on the road, because tires, roads and cars are everywhere in Russia. Cars are like a tide that washes up against buildings. They flow through cities. Roads are big, 6 lanes. Not a street, but a prospect. They're so big, pedestrians have to go under them, through a world of small shops and underground stalls. By the way, you have to watch your step in Russia, because the steps are all uneven. Every architect and builder has a sense of humour. No 2-step risers are the same. Stairs are treacherous, and lifts never come flush with the floor. A man with one short leg would do well in this country. Nothing works in Russia the way it should, but everything functions all the same. A journalism professor tells me, if you want something brilliant, ask a Russian. If you want something that works, ask an Indian. It's Russia in early spring. Still cold and grey, the trees bare, and the crowds have not yet filled Red Square. In Rostov-on-Don, it is supposed to be warmer, but it's not. The airport is brand new, built for the World Cup in 2018. If it wasn't for the Winter Olympics and the World Cup, the locals say, would anything ever get done in Russia? The welcome at the local running club is warm, but the students at the media centre are downcast about their industry, about the influence of the government on news. Just like in Moscow, the young journalists in Rostov have a fire about them. They burn to write about their country, to fulfil the role of a journalist in society, hold power to account, inform the citizens, things we take for granted. Just like the Irish writers in the last century, many of these journalists know they will have to leave their country in order to write about it. We talk about reporting, about mobile journalism, about multimedia, about the mechanics, the how of journalism. They want to know about the why of journalism, or more importantly, the why not. They go out to interview locals about their favourite things in Rostov. The river promenade, say some, Gorky Park, say others, but most say their favourite thing about Rostov and about Russia is the people. And it is the people that make Russia.